Well, silver's trading down to a 55-month low right now. It's below $17, but we got to ask the question: this is real money. Doesn't anybody get it yet? You know, I guess that's what's going to happen. But let me put it to you this way: it's going to change so fast, and I'm going to give you an example of change of something personal that actually you've probably seen on this channel before. How something or something changed so fast that you just couldn't believe it. And that's really what happened with silver. I remember when it was going back up, and it was going up and broke through $30 in 2010. Oh, everybody was thinking it was too high. And then, you know, when it broke through 40, they were thinking it was too low. So, anyway, there's some games going on. And, you know, the whole deal is physical, physical, physical. So they stood for delivery. Oh, shit, you know. That's basically what it comes down to. But you know what? It happens, though. Most of these people in the investment world, they don't take the physical. And I actually talked about this yesterday with, I'd say I talked about it a while ago. I think I talked about it yesterday in a comment. You know, they do like the structured life insurance. There's IRS rules they could have where they could just pull out money at any time, tax-free, and get interest on it. They got tips, Treasury inflation-protected securities if they're worried about. You know, the big bucks don't invest in silver. That's really what it comes down. They might get a little gold. They might get a little jewelry. And, you know, what we got coming up here is Hillary Clinton, actually, the warmonger. And, you know, that's where it's definitely going to change. But it might change before that, before she even gets in office. I think that's going to be where the super spike is, because I think it might be Jeb Bush versus Hillary. And, you know, these women here are against Hillary because she's old tuna fish. You know, they don't like that stuff. But real women don't like Hillary, but I think she's going to win anyway. And she's a warmonger. And I've been telling you that that's what the deal is. I'm surprised it didn't happen already over the Middle East, but it didn't. It didn't. So you just got to remember that actually is going to be the main impetus that's going to bring up the oil and the gold. It's global tensions. Well, today what happened is, why did the prices go down? It's because they're showing like better, you know, the better economy, you know. And, you know, along with oil going down, usually oil is going to definitely lead the charge for everything. And I keep saying it's going to be what I think is going to happen. Definitely, but I don't know exactly when. I know what their plans are. Their plans are to break Putin, right? And by the way, if they ever make guns illegal, this is what you use. Old flaming red-haired girl here has the right idea, the pistol crossbow. This is what you guys got to use over in the UK, man. Go back to the old freaking medieval days. Quit screwing around, you know? Silent, swift, silent, and deadly, you know? Just like recon. But anyway, gold is looking like this right now, but tell you the truth, it's going to shine like crazy, because it still shines even when it looks like this, because Soros gave us a big damn hint way back when. It's the ultimate bubble. As a matter of fact, you know, I told you Soros is actually shorting the S&P like crazy. He's going to lose out on good parts of that position this year, definitely by the end of this year. Not all of his position on shorts, but he's definitely going to lose out on it. But I also want to state today that when we're looking at the Dow today, like we look at the Dow, it went up 236 points. A lot of that, over half of that, is from one stock. One stock only. You believe that or not? Believe it or not. So, you know, it's not that. It's Visa, actually, because of the 9.2% surge after reporting strong earnings. So that goes to show you, you know, that's not an indication of the economy. Now, crude oil is still hovering over $80. Now, I saw analysts telling me it's going to be $10. Yeah, right, man. They would definitely lose money at $10. They wouldn't be producing that stuff. But I'm going to tell you again that what the real deal is with this oil stuff is they're trying to isolate and basically reel in Putin. But, you know, they don't want Russia to fall apart, though, because it's a big regional section that's going to be pushed into the world government. That's why they don't want China to fall apart. That's why they won't like the United States to fall apart. What they're doing, I'm going to tell you right now, actually looking at the metals, everything's down, blah, 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 right? Silver's down again, I'll repeat that, to a 55-month low. It's looking bad, but it depends on how you look at silver. If you look at it from another angle, that means it's a good price, right? So I just wanted to keep that in your head. Silver always shines. It always looks good, and you just got to look at it from the right angle and, remember that indelibly in your mind, whether you like silver or not. So, anyway, I just want to tell you this, too. Another thing that came up is, I'm going to tell you this. This is what I was getting at. If you remember when I got this Rocky the Cat, right? I got him a long time ago. I think I used to call him Caesar because I don't know what the hell he was. Rocky, Caesar, Balboa, right? He used to be like the feral cat. And you know what? Totally turned around. You never think he would turn around in a million years. I'm just giving that as a little dumb example here because you remember like back when I got this guy in December 8th, 2013, it was like a month later, it was 3 months later, he started really coming around good. Now I've had him about 10 months or a little more than 10 months. He's a totally changed cat. And I'm going to tell you, that's really how the game goes with silver, man. It's like a cat. It's going to be bouncing around all over the place. And I keep saying when it goes up, it's going to have that word called spike. Because if the mines become flush with cash again, that's telling you like it's getting too high, but it's going to happen. Now, the point I'm getting at where I really have a problem with some of these alternative people and the attitude that follows some of these alternative people is that my contention is when I keep silver, it's like I'm just going with old school. Like old girl here is old school, like Dixie and motorcycles and everything like that, and fine jewelry and tattoos and wearing hot short shorts. I'm just telling you that when silver goes up, you're going to see Russia make more money because oil is going to be higher. Russia's going to get stronger. The BRIC nations are going to be looking good. Their currency is going to be looking better. I mean, that's all going to go together with silver going up and the dollar going down, right? And, it's going to make the U.S. a little bit, but, on the other side, U.S. exports can get a little stronger. But all these detractors and anti-USA people are going to be coming out of the woodwork, and I'm going to be like, screw you, yo-yos, man. See, that's not my whole point. I'm like sticking with the United States because I know what they're looking to do. The real Illuminati elite are looking to do is tear down the United States, but they're going to keep it together. They want you to. They want to restructure it. They're looking for change, just like Obama's looking for freaking socialism, communism, and so is Hillary Clinton, a warmonger. The warmonger is actually going to bring up the price of oil, and she's going to make you money. Actually, probably, who knows? Even if it's Jeb Bush or somebody else, it's a piss poor choice, and I'm going to take other. I know that on that deal. But what I'm telling you is, I'm sticking with USA all the way, man. I got my silver because I want to survive the times that are going to get rough for the United States. And right now, I look at it like, hey, oil's down. That's putting more. It's not putting more money in my pocket personally, but it's putting more money in the Americans' pockets on average. And I feel good about that, to tell you the truth. Because I'm 110% pro-American, I'm 110% pro of my fellow Americans. And I want to state this. I look at it like, I'm not going to be sitting like in my little hole waiting for, the sky to fall in. I'm on the side of my country and my fellow citizens all the way. And I'll stick my neck out for them all the way. That's the big difference. And, I'm not sitting here like waiting for the freaking sky to fall so I can profit. I'm not doing that kind of deal. And, you have to realize, there's danger in anything you do. And anything you do, even when you ride a bike, it's dangerous. It's more dangerous than being in the military, to tell you the truth. It is. And for the most of the time, because anytime you go out and ride, it's dangerous, even though you think it's safe. Even though you get a whole hum used to it, it's dangerous. But I want to tell you this, I'll actually put this up here. I have no affiliation with this club or anything. But I just want to state this, more or less what you see is the true biker clubs. Now, this is the one in Orlando, Florida. But the true biker clubs are really embody what I think should be the American spirit. And it's like, we are a brotherhood and a sisterhood, basically, to women included, that sticks together, man. I mean, if the freaking dollar goes down, we got our silver, we got our gold, right? It's going to mean Russia's going to get a lot more powerful. The BRIC nations get a lot more powerful. And I'm not going to be listening to yo-yos like freaking Gerald Celente tearing up my country, man. And, freaking throwing the dirt. And all these other people out there like, Schiff, Peter Schiff, Jacob Schiff. Peter Schiff, Jacob Schiff. I don't know. Maybe he's a bankster related. I have no idea, man. And, they just tearing up the USA all the way, man. I'm sticking with the USA all the way. And the point is, we've been through tougher times. Now, right now, it's tougher times for silver, right? So, and I'm just telling you right now is that, the deal is with silver, you got to make sure that you got it as safety investment for those times. And, it is a good investment depending on how you look at it. Now, right now, Jim Rogers is saying, give me some of that silver, man. It's what Jim Rogers is saying. Give me some of that silver because it's discounted. That's what Jimmy Rogers is probably saying right now. He hopes everybody gets despondent. He hopes that. That's what he's hoping for. He said that. That's everybody's hero. They freaking walking around worshiping. Now, Soros, he also says gold is going to be the ultimate bubble. I'm telling you, that's the future. That's not the past. That's not the past. Actually, gold, he's heavy into the gold miners. They're getting crushed. They're still getting crushed, right? The guy's not stupid. He's playing and waiting a game like a cat, and they're going to win, and they're going to hit the target. That's all that's going to happen. So, it's the ones that get despondent right now. But, I just got to tell you again, the Dow going up today is not an indication of really what's going on in the economy. Actually, Visa added a full 127 points to the Dow. Just that one stock. So, it's not really telling you what's going on in the nation. The S&P is pretty much steady. And I think the S&P is ready to roll over because it only takes a day to crash the whole damn thing. That's all it takes, a day. Just like silver, just like any damn thing. And when it gets too damn high, I'm going to be trading it out for some other assets, maybe some motorcycles too. I don't know. I might get a 5-speed old Evo Sportster. I've been thinking about that because I can put a kickstart on that baby. And, just do whatever the hell I want. Because I realize, though, these clowns up in Wall Street, they're smart. They're smart. This isn't the Obama administration. I'm talking about New York. These people are smart, man. They're workaholics. They work their asses off. I know this for a fact. And they are not stupid. When I was doing accounting, I remember working to 10 o'clock at night on an average every freaking day for years on end, sometimes to midnight. I know, and I was highly intelligent, highly competitive, and I did a lot of data mining, complex spreadsheet analysis, and databases to really bring out where the profitability is. And if I need to make something look something good, I could do it, man. I could fool the best of them, any of them out there. So, that's what these guys are about. They're all freaking hard-working people, man, up in Wall Street. So they're going to keep this Ponzi scheme garbage afloat for a long time. But if it comes down to it, they got the U.S. military. And they will have the means to pay them. And I think they got the gold, too. I think they got the gold. I think they got the real money. And they can back up the currency anytime they want with oil, which is actually U.S. production, and it's not going to go down that easy. But I'm just looking at, I know the middle class is going to get squeezed at one point in time, and silver is going to be one of the best things for the middle class itself. It's not going to be a 10, 20-year investment. It seems like it right now. It seems like it. But when things change, they change fast. I think one thing that's an axiom is that whoever's in office next time, either Hillary Clinton or Jeb Bush or Romney, they're going to be very, very aggressive against what's going on in the Middle East. And right now, Obama's totally wishy-washy. They're allowing elements in the Middle East to get stronger and stronger and stronger. There's going to be a major confrontation, at which time the U.S. oil companies are going to be fully high-gear development. They'll probably have the laws lifted for exporting oil, and they're going to sell it on the open market as high a dollar as possible. They're not going to make as much money just selling it domestically. They want to stay. Once that oil export rule is lifted, that's going to be the green light for the Middle East. I almost guarantee it all the freaking way. All the way. And, that's where you're going to make your money. But I'm not going to be cheering on Vladimir Putin. I'm not going to be cheering on the BRIC nations, Venezuela, or whatever, I realize where I stick with, and my brothers and sisters are here in good old USA. So let's stick with this real money and stick with the cause, and let's be real with it, too. I am totally, Dave, I'm just going to leave you with this. I am totally pissed off at a lot of these yo-yos that are constantly knocking the United States every time the dollar goes down a super little niche when they have an absolute... Well, they do know. I mean, people people always praising Vladimir Putin in Russia. They know that system over there is way more corrupt than over here. It makes the United States look like a freaking, Mary Poppins popsicle stand or some crap in comparison to corruption. So, I'm not taking it where I'm going to be like sitting in my hole, like waiting for the freaking sky to fall, and go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to be just waiting for everybody to freaking have doom and gloom, and I'm going to profit and say screw everybody else, because I realize we are all brothers and sisters in the United States, and I am 110% sticking up for my brothers and sisters who are USA American citizens of any creed, race, or color. And that goes for anybody of any age and all that other stuff. So, I ain't waiting for I ain't jumping for joy if the freaking dollar goes down. I'm not doing that. That totally pisses me off, because I'm not here to profit by the expense of my fellow Americans. So, when I see oil going down like this, I'm thinking, good. I realize that's helping out my fellow Americans too, right? And but I'm realizing I have a good hedge bet against when that situation changes, and it will.